Did you know exercising before studying has many advantages? According to an article published on the UCL website, exercising before studying releases proteins in the hippocampus, the area of our brain that holds information. These proteins improve your memory and improve your intellectual performance as well. When exercising, it also causes more blood to flow to the brain, which activates your neurons in the hippocampus, and this improves your concentration. Exercising also increases your endorphin levels, which reduces your stress. Also, exercising boosts your energy levels. According to Dr. John Rady, an associate clinical professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, exercising can better your stress, anxiety, depression, and ADHD. So exercising can keep you mentally healthy so you can better focus on your work. Start exercising so you can gain from all these advantages and breeze through your studying.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rafael Onkawa, and today I'm going to be introducing my favorite study method, also known as space practice. Space practice is a study method used to retain information over different spaced intervals. So basically, you learn a new topic at school on Monday. Then on Tuesday, you want to review that topic again. Then on Wednesday, you want to review that topic again. And a week after that, you want to review that topic again. And I believe that's enough study session to memorize and understand the topic to its fullest. I've used that technique a lot, mostly for exams or when I didn't understand the topic, and my teacher would give a quiz at the end of the quarter, also for midterms. So it's very useful, and most of the times I used it, I learned that study method back in 10th grade, and I believe in 9th grade I was doing worse without that study method. So I'm thankful that I came across a video talking about it. So let's get back on track. Space practice is known to be very well organized in the sense that you schedule your own study session. Like I said, you schedule a study session for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and the week after you learn that topic, which is basically very organized in my opinion. And yeah. And I believe it differs greatly from cramming, and cramming is a study method used by college students who wait until the last minute to study for the exams. So you basically study the night before. Space practice maximizes the brain's ability to recall information by offering practice opportunities based on the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve. In the 19th century, Dr. Ebbinghaus conducted a series of experiments which revealed that although we retain 100% of the information that we learn, at the moment we learn it, our ability to recall that information drops quickly, then levels up completely, disappears from our mind completely. And the Ebbinghaus forgetting curve plays a key role in how we understand space practice.
Our next study technique is annotating. Annotating has been both proven to be efficient and effective in understanding and breaking down whatever topic you desire. Many students, especially at the college level, use this technique in order to memorize, review, study, and prepare and learn for an exam or for a topic that they want to learn. So what exactly is annotating? Annotating is the way that you could constantly be interacting with an article or a document so you can properly assess and understand what you're reading. So how do you use it? First, you want to get your article that you're reading, and you want to break it down between your heading, paragraphs, sentences, even certain words. You want to be able to analyze and also write down exactly what you need to know by breaking it down between maybe, let's say, the right margin, the left margin, the bottom of the page, the top of the page, anywhere you want to write. You want to talk about certain questions you have for what you're reading and also answer those questions so you're constantly interacting. On the left side, you might want to add little comments about the certain ideas that you're reading and so forth. So to me, I like to think of it as math, right? Because in math is something I struggle a lot with, and most of the time I end up just listening to the professor or the teacher, and I'm completely lost. And no matter how many times they say it, I won't understand. But it's not until I actually interact and I start doing problems that they give me is when I actually learn. It's the same thing with reading. When you're reading, you can't just read it once and say, oh, okay, I understand it. No, you have to go back and read it again and read it again. And even then it might not work. So when you're reading it, you have to constantly be writing down things where you can memorize it. Because that's one of the key things, is memorization. In order to memorize something, you have to do the following. You have to be able to write it down. You have to be able to know where you wrote it down and when you wrote it down. This helps me tremendously. And I'll get into that in a second. But first I want to talk about the sciences behind how memorizing helps you so much. You see, when you memorize something, a lot of the times it's because you associate it with a certain environment or a certain place. In the case of annotating, it's the environment and place on your paper. So a lot of the times when I do well on an exam, it's because I know where and when I wrote it down on my piece of paper. So let's say in biology, I'm reading the article in biology, and they're talking about cell organelles. And on the paper, I write down the definition of a certain organelle based on what I'm reading, and I write it on the top right-hand side. So on the exam, when I get the paper and they ask me about that certain organelle, I'll know exactly what it is just because I know it was I'll be thinking, oh, it's on the top right side, and I know exactly what I wrote, and then you understand it. So that's how you can scientifically apply annotating to real life, and it has worked wonders with me all the time.